Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, I really want to thank, ooh, the podium's looking good. I really want to thank Elizabeth and Nick, who offered me a lot of encouragement and support this week, and just great conversations. And you know, I always love being here. It's an absolute delight being here because the love energy in the room is palpable, and I just feel it. I feel like I'm taking a bath in love. And so thank you so much for having me here. If you know me, you know that I love practical spirituality because it teaches there's a power within you that lifts your life to its highest level. It brings success, companionship, happiness, health, peace of mind, ease, freedom, joy, prosperity, divine order, divine right action, whatever else you can possibly think of. And as you tap into this power, it responds to you because this power is within you. And that's why I believe that spirituality rocks. So when I was in here, my jacket is so warm, but I'm wearing it in tribute to a member of my extended family, so but it's very warm. Okay. When I was here in November, Nicholas asked me if I would speak in January on the topic of law. There was one little word, but in terms of new thought, or what I call practical spirituality, it packs a lot of meaning. And so in order to define it and really understand this idea of law, we must start with the understanding of the creator that all that is. And the philosopher and prolific author, Dr. Ernest Holmes, he wrote a very scholarly piece of work that has become a textbook for studying practical spirituality. The book is entitled Science of Mind, and on page 35 he writes this: "There's one life back of everything. There is one energy back of all that is energized. This energy is in everything." Now, personally, I like to call this energy love intelligence. However, I also bandy around the words source, God, spirit to describe the creator of all that is. Now, the law is the action of this love intelligence. It's how it works, it's how it expresses. Now, Ernest Holmes in the back of the textbook has this big old glossary that he uses to describe all these terms. And he wrote, "Law is the creative medium of spirit. Whatever we think, believe in, feel, visualize, vision, imagine, read, talk about, in fact, all processes which affect or impress us at all are going into the subjective state of our thought, which is our individualized use of universal mind." End quote. So, Ernest Holmes taught that the law is a blind force, and that whatever goes into our subjective state of thought, which is our individualized use of this universal mind, will tend to return as some condition in our life and affairs. Now, he also called it mind in action, he called it the law of correspondence, and he was probably the first to call it the law of attraction. Now, there are two phases of mind. There's surface mind and deeper mind. In the surface mind, we get to select, direct, and choose our thinking. We discern, we evaluate, we adjudge. That's in the conscious mind. Then in the deeper mind, that is the subconscious mind, that's the subjective mind, the unconscious mind. All it does is receive. There's no volition there. That's where the law is indicated, the action of God. That's where we're connected to universal mind. We're connected to this love intelligence. And it also is where our memory is stored. And now, what's fundamental now, and I repeat, is that whatever we entertain enough and vividly enough in the surface mind is going to eventually pass into the deeper mind. And then you will draw and attract people, circumstances, and events that respond by corresponding to the thoughts in the conscious mind. You with me? Okay, oh good. We're good. Okay. Okay, well you Google me, call me, we'll talk. We'll talk. Okay. Okay, so then, because I want to jump ahead here, that's basic fundamentals. So thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. Now, my favorite metaphor to describe this is the Chinese proverb that says, you can't keep the birds from flying over your head, but you can keep them from making a nest in your hair. So you can't control the thoughts that come into your mind, but you can control whether they stay there. That's the part that's up to you. And so when you're cognizant that there's a thought in your mind, this thought ain't feeling so good here, this thought is a negative, and that's a big thing, is to even become cognizant of it. Because, you know, we're walking around in our daily life, and this one talks about this and complains about that, and then you tell your story, and I get to tell my story, and my story is worse than your story, and we just join in the negative. So we're not always aware, but when we become cognizant, and we're going, wow, that's not a thought I want to be thinking. That's not a thought that's empowering me, that's moving me along towards greater peace and joy and ease and freedom in life. That's when you have to say, cancel, clear, delete. You must cancel, clear, and delete the negative thought. It's not enough to say this is not the truth, because I'm not sure when you say the subconscious mind, you say truth. Truth could also mean that something is honest or dishonest or real or not real. We, of course, in New Thought, when we say truth, we say with a capital T, so we have a different meaning. So what I want you to know is this critically important idea. Cancel, clear, delete. Say it with me. Cancel, clear, delete. I want you walking around all this week, and when you realize there's a negative, or you hear somebody say something negative, I want you to say, cancel, clear, delete. Now, you might not always want to say it out loud, because we do want to be... We do want to be well-mannered, and, you know, we don't want anybody to think we're too batty, but we say it, and say it with me again. Cancel, clear, delete. That then uproots, neutralizes, and eliminates the thought. And so then it can't become a seed in the subconscious mind, which grows and blooms, and then, again, draws and attracts people, circumstances, and events that correspond to that thought. So once you've canceled, cleared, and deleted the thought, you have to replace it with a positive. You have to make some kind of an affirmation. Now, I have my go-to affirmations. I actually, when I first began, now, thank you, God, don't need to do this anymore. When I first began, I actually had a list of things to think about instead. I had a complete list of where my mind could go when I realized I was getting deep into the negative. And so with this list now, my go-to ones are, God is in charge, the love intelligence is working through my mind, body, and affairs, and everything is in divine order in all ways, always. That's one of my favorites. Everything is in divine order in all ways, always. I should make a jingle out of that one, huh? Everything is in divine, I'm always divinely guided in all ways, always. And then another favorite one is the law of divine adjustment is moving through my life and affairs, bringing everything back to order, harmony, and wholeness. So you need to get some kind of statement. It could just be 2 words, divine order. That when you realize you got the negative and you go cancel, clear, delete, that you step right in and say divine order, divine right action. I am at peace. I am aware of the power that expresses through me. Whatever it is, you get to make it up for yourself. Can I have that water? Thank you. Just getting a little sip of water here. Thank you.
I already had my mouth on it.
Are you sick?
Doesn't matter to you.
Are you sick?
I'm so sorry.
Good. Germs have no power over me. Cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. I am perfect, whole, and complete. There's an energy and a power that expresses in me, through me, and as me. I speak with authority. My voice is clear. My voice is pure. I have dispensation because I am working for the universe. Okay, good. Okay, that's the absolute truth. I'm kind of stalling a little bit because I want Nick to come back and kind of, I want him to hear my talk because he inspired me so much. You know, this was a very, very difficult week, and I just want to tell you, the reason I canceled the workshop is a member of my extended family passed away under horrible circumstances, so much that it left me speechless. And you know, so that's why I can't wait to be invited back again because it's a great workshop. And my whole intention with the workshop was to really nourish and empower you so that you could really sense and feel and have a greater awareness of the power. So we'll do that next time. Nick already promised me that we'll do that again. So, okay. So Nick, I was stalling until you got back. Okay. So, cancel, clear, delete. This is a critical idea to embody in New Thought. Critical idea to cancel, clear, delete. And as you begin using it, you will see immediate results in your life. It is so important that I actually created a jingle to help you remember. So it says on your seat here, it says, please wait to read the reverse until instructed to do so. Please read your reverse. Now, if you know me, you know I write jingles all the time. I take affirmations and put them to music. Why? Because it goes around and around in your subconscious mind. Because subconscious loves rhythm and movement. Because all of life is in rhythm and movement, from your body to the planets. Everything's in a flow, right? So I wrote this jingle, and I'm going to sing it to you. And it goes like this. Cancel, clear, delete. I cancel, clear, delete. I eliminate the negative when I cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. I cancel, clear, delete. I replace it with a positive when I cancel, clear, delete. Now, I wrote this because if you sing this over and over, you're going to get this principle, which again is critical to changing your thinking and changing your life. It's going to go in that subconscious mind, and when the negative comes along, and you're just going to think or say, cancel, clear, delete. Even if you hear somebody else saying something, you say to yourself, cancel, clear, delete, divine order, cancel, clear, delete, divine right action, cancel, clear, delete, the love intelligence is in charge. Got it? Let's sing it again. Cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. I eliminate the negative when I cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. I replace it with a positive when I cancel, clear, delete. Nice.
Yeah.
Where's my timekeeper?
We got time.
Check that out.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay, good. I want to just.
Back two for next trip downstairs.
I love you too, Joseph. I love you too. Okay, so since we do, I want to sing it one more time because I really want you to get it. Please sing it with me with great fervor. Wave your hands in the air. You ready? Cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. I eliminate the negative when I cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. I replace it with a positive when I cancel, clear, delete. And when you raise your hand, it's like you're taking an oath, right? Yeah. Okay, so I want to shift gears a little bit because this is a critical idea. You asked me to speak about law, but I think there's a really more important part. That good thing we canceled last week, because this week I got this idea that I want to share, which I think is critical. I want you to know and realize that right here and right now, you are as much in the presence of God, love, intelligence, spirit, that you will ever be. You don't need another great teacher. You don't need another book. Whatever you required has already been given to you. We are one with this amazing, amazing power of spirit. And so the great invitation is for you to draw upon this power. Be a channel for the creator of all that is. Be a channel of love intelligence. Be open and receptive to that energy. Be open and receptive to the divine ideas. Remember, this power seeks to express in you, through you, and as you. Each year I go on an annual Christmas walk with my friends Kitty and Jeff. We go the day after Christmas to the Planting Fields Arboretum, which is over in the North Shore of Long Island in Bayville. And the beauty and the grandeur of the trees there is remarkable. It's just crazy. And my favorite tree is the Dawn Beech tree, because it's this huge tree that shoots up into the heavens, and it's unique because of how the branches stretch out very low from the tree. And I love this tree. And there were pine trees, there were hollyberry trees, there were trees everywhere. They were amazing. And it got me to thinking, though, that I was only seeing part of the story as I looked at these magnificent trees. What I couldn't see were the roots. Each tree had a powerful root system. Each tree had an essential growth structure that supported it. The roots that went deep, deep into the earth, and that were essential for the trees to develop and to be the most majestic and magnificent parts of nature that they are. And so, as I walked along, I thought about when I went to seminary training, and my science teacher said, as within, as without, whatever you see is somehow a reflection of you. And I thought, well, these trees are a metaphor for my life. I have roots too. And I'm not talking about my ancestral roots. I'm talking about my spiritual roots. I am rooted in the creator of all that is. I am rooted in God. I am rooted in love intelligence. My roots are grounded in the invisible power that nourishes me and sustains me and supports me. And then I thought, in order for a tree to flourish, the roots have to be deep and strong, and they continually grow and they take in nourishment. In order for me to be flourishing, in order for me to be this great and grand expression of light, life, and love, I must allow my roots to be deeply embedded in my spiritual foundation in which I live and move and have my being. So I must nourish my spiritual roots. It's up to me. I must walk through life with the conscious awareness that I live and move and have my being in this source, in this magnificent, energetic love intelligence. In order for my life to be peaceful and joyful and rewarding and productive and happy, I must be willing to put down deeper roots. I must strengthen and deepen my roots into this amazing source. And so this is a daily job. It's a daily job where I must rely upon spiritual nourishment. And so it's a daily job. And not only do I have to guard my thinking and cancel, clear, delete the negatives and replace them with the positive, I must utilize and affirm every day that I am deeply rooted in this love intelligence. I must affirm that I choose to trust the power of God that expresses in me, through me, and as me. I must affirm I'm divinely guided and be open to possibilities and just be receptive to the divine ideas that come my way. I must live in faith. I must be a beacon of love and light and truth no matter what passes my way. I must know emphatically there's that within me that can face every single circumstance, whatever unfolds, but it's up to me. It takes work. It takes dedication to be tightly rooted in source. It takes dedication. We teach spiritual mind treatment. That's an affirmative declarative prayer process. And a treatment is a releasing of the highest thought about a person or condition with the insurance, with the absolute insurance that infinite creative mind will immediately begin to bring about and pass into manifestation that which we have embodied in consciousness. Furthermore, in New Thought, we emphasize the critical importance of daily quieting the mind, so feeling a connection to this indwelling presence. As we deepen our spiritual roots, we will know the oneness of the indwelling love and infinite intelligence that seeks to express in us, through us, and as us. And our life will manifest as greater and greater good. Yet we can only bring as much good as we can embody as we are willing to practice the presence by being vigilant and keeping our thinking positive, by doing spiritual treatment, by saying affirmations, and by practicing being still. Just being still, quieting the mind, so you can open yourself up to divine intelligence. Ernest Holmes wrote, God is in you and in me, but we can only become aware of God to the degree that our consciousness is unified with this truth. Each must penetrate more deeply into his own nature, and just so as she surely does, he will have a marvelous experience. It will be a sane spiritual experience, and this is where we meet God. And so then your mission, should you decide to accept it this year, is to express your greatest yet to be. This is Sweet 2016. Get your consciousness cleared of fear. Eliminate the doubt, the negativity, and the limitation, all that stuff that's in there that needs to be uprooted and neutralized. And take the time take the energy and love yourself enough to deepen your awareness of the presence and power of God within, and then truly you will be a tribute to this amazing philosophy that we teach, which I stand affirming that I choose to be, and I know you do too. I love you, I bless you, I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you. I love you. I really do. Thank you. Thank you.